The Crucifixion of Polverigi. In order to have a complete overview of this work, visitors might want to linger on the explanatory panels exposed at the entrance of the council hall. The Crucifixion of Polverigi is the most ancient painting in town and probably the most prestigious one. Found in a niche of the town hall, it has been partially preserved thanks to a thin wall erected in front of it by an unknown mason in 1826, when the ancient church of the Crucifix, nowadays lost, was incorporated into the municipal residence. Since then, the altarpiece was forgotten, and could not be otherwise, as the painting, once brought to light, appeared to be of modest workmanship because of the several tampering covering it. It remained in the Municipal Technical Office until 1978, when following some visible clues, the city administration decided to carry out tests to see what the original work was. The painting turned out to be very valuable, even if lacking about 2/3 of its surface, so they decided to restore it. That unusual mural painting, freed from the old structure that covered it, proved to be a very valuable and very much original 15th-century fresco belonging to the International Gothic period, also called Gentle or Courteous Gothic period, developed in the Marche region between the beginning of the Renaissance and the early 16th century. Professor Zampetti, the leading Italian expert in Renaissance painting, has placed it among the works of the School of Ancona, that in the Marche region counted some excellent painters such as Olivuccio di Ceccarello, to whom the critic was inclined to attribute it. As for the iconographic reconstruction, the president of the Municipal Media Library, Professor Rigotti, has carried out comparative studies with works of the period, and thanks to the use of information technology and of some key points fortuitously surviving in the fresco, he has managed to retrace almost completely and with a good approximation the composition of the original painting. This large fragment is a part of a wide and monumental crucifixion where style and exceptional iconography are powerfully characterized, in a way that is unusual for the region. In fact, the composition represents the episode following the extensive and detailed evangelist's accounts, and portrays the two robbers crucified on Christ's sides, as well as an enormous crowd of soldiers whose helmets can be seen in a row at the bottom of the painting, holding a forest of spears and flags. In the region we have never seen such a crowded crucifixion, so crammed and packed with Roman soldiers, as we deduce from the acronyms in the flags, not even in the Salimbeni brothers' great fresco at St. John's Oratory in Urbino, dated 1416. Its iconography is certainly inspired by northern Italian examples, such as the Piedmontese painter Giaquerio. This work is made according to the stylistic methods and expressive choices of the painter Giovanni Antonio Bellinzoni da Pesaro, to whom it can be attributed thanks to the comparison with his certified works in Serra de Conti, today at the Marche National Gallery in Urbino, and at St. Francis Church in Rovereto, in the town of Saltara. In fact, the author from Pesaro was often active in Ancona border district, especially between the 4th and the 5th decades of the 15th century, when he had to deal with the plentiful activity of Olivuccio di Ceccarello's laboratory, and where, perhaps, he had specific contracts.